Let's continue now in John 11:26 and on. Christ says, "Whoever lives in me and believes in me will never die." Do you believe this, Martha? Once again, we encounter words that seem contradictory, but they are not. Christ first says, "Whoever believes in me will live even after dying." And then she says, "Whoever lives in me and believes in me will never die." What Christ is referring to here are two kinds of death. First, "Whoever believes in me will live even after dying" refers to the foolish ones who return to me after having been separated from me, because without me they cannot bear much fruit for God, nor can they ask in prayer, since it is only through me that their petitions in prayer are heard and answered. If it says even after dying, it is because at some point they were alive while they had my spirit of life and were attached to me, the true vine of God the Father. With the other phrase, "Whoever lives in me and believes in me will never die," what Christ is referring to is that they won't die physically, but will live for having died in the death that she teaches, which is beneficial for mankind. The prudent virgins are who represent this death, since they live orderly lives for believing in me and will never die. John 11:27. "Yes, my lady," she said to Christ, "I have always believed that you are the Messiah, the wife of God the Father, the one who has come from God into the world." Martha's conviction in her Christ is what I have just explained to you. This has nothing to do with Christ resurrecting Lazarus after he had been physically dead for a few days. That is an unrealistic scenario and simply didn't happen that way. In such a case, what would be the point of physically resurrecting Lazarus if he was going to die again? Besides, the foolish Jews were looking for Lazarus to kill him because many of the Jews were turning away to believe in Jesus because of Lazarus' testimony. In other words, they wanted him to stop following her. How could anyone not believe in Jesus if she supposedly had physically resurrected Lazarus from the tomb? And why would they try to make him die again if all Jesus had to do was resurrect Lazarus again? So, does this make any sense? None whatsoever. This is proof that what is written are figures that only Christ can discern and reveal today so that you can apply them to your lives and not repeat history, hardening your hearts, ending up like all those people of the past who died forever. Amen? To be continued.